I woke up today. It was so bad. I had to wake up early, and then that was very bad, very kind of like unenjoyable to get out of bed. And then I had to do stuff and then go train MMA sparring. How about yourself? How about is your morning going or day?
Uh, you know, like I just woke up and my pillow. It's not that there's anything wrong with it,
Oh, okay.
but actually there is something wrong with it. I don't have the newest memory foam pillow that I keep hearing my friend brag
Vital.
about that they got. Oh, and they keep bragging about all this new
Yeah.
stuff they have that I don't have yet.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'm just bugged by that.
Damn. Yeah, this is definitely a very tough situation. So, yeah, well, I'm thinking just what it looks like typically to go through the day and not have all that stuff that you want to have. That feels awful. So, yeah, for example, when I wake up, yeah, that's just like a one big piece of struggle. I just like hate it, especially when you wake up with the alarm clock and stuff like that. So that's just so inconvenient. And then you go and then you are like very sluggish, you're very slow. Why do you need to wake up if you're so slow in the morning? That is just so inconvenient, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like even when I wake up, like I don't fully feel awake. Like, sure, I'm up, but man, I'm just tired. And what I try to do
Yeah.
is I try to express how tired I am to
Oh, yeah.
literally everyone I interact with.
That
Just
works.
every person I see, I just tell them, hey man, I'm not in the mood today. Like,
Yeah.
just to make
Yeah.
it clear till I get my morning coffee, which even then, like, if it's not a Starbucks triple shot macchiato,
Oh, yeah.
frappuccino, whatever the hell it is, then like I just can't even. So
Yeah.
please.
Those budget coffees are for losers, man. So yeah, this is like so insane. Just $1, and then you kind of get some coffee, but it's like most likely very cheap and suboptimal to say the least. Yeah. So then also when you transition, when you need to move from your house, let's say to your workplace, it also sucks because of all those kind of like potential traffic jams, and then other motorists are bothering you all the time, and then there are people when you walk into the building, so they're kind of like on your way a little bit, so that's also inconvenient, and then it genuinely sucks, and it's like very terrible, I should say.
Man, and what even annoys me most is even with that coffee thing,
Yeah.
is that I can't take my morning selfie to tell everyone how grateful I am
Oh, yeah.
if I don't have like the expensive branded coffee.
Exactly.
So, like,
Yeah.
people need to know that I have this every day.
It
And
must
I
be
have
must be
to
high
try to
quality.
brag about it. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's right. It's like very important to like have a good position in your life to kind of like have the like most expensive thing that you can have right now, because you don't want to be worse than like your peers. So yeah, that's for losers. That kind of like mentality. And yeah, and then I've been kind of like thinking, well, I need to work during the day, right, to get all that money to buy that coffee and then cheeseburgers and all those cheaps and like expensive gear, which makes me good, right? Because that's where the happiness is at. It's like at material things. So that's like no brainer. That's what will make you happy. So, but then for that, I need to work, right? I need to kind of like struggle a lot. So yeah, I just kind of like try to evade the work as much as possible. And you know what I found? So it's like if you imitate the energetic activity, then it's maybe like very helpful to evade work to get the money, get all that kind of like bull crap, and then get to the things that you like really want and that really matter, such as kind of like gadgets and restaurants. That's amazing.
Man, something I found that I should keep doing more and more often is I always
Yeah.
compare
Oh.
what I have to what others have. And it's if I don't have it, oh, like I'm sorry, I just get like really mad about it
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
I
need to
understand it.
have the newest phone every year that comes
Yeah,
out, even though
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with mine. And I need to have those graphic T-shirt with like the graphic pictures in them
yes,
to show that it's an expensive brand, even though I hate the material. Like
absolutely.
my friends need to see that I'm wearing
Yeah,
expensive stuff.
yeah,
And not only that, is that these exact same friends, what I do consistently is I should keep ignoring them all the time
yes,
because they're inconsiderate for not adapting to my schedule because I'm very busy just sitting down passively scrolling, looking at the time I'm losing.
big
And
time. Yeah,
most importantly, I blame them for the hard work I didn't do, and I get upset at them for the results I didn't get
yeah,
because it's their duty as
absolutely.
friends to push me to do these things. But I do get mad at them if they push me.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. So yeah, kind of like you need to be like in, like in science, the minimization of energy, energy savings, so or whatever this law says. So if somebody like wants to like apply effort and then expend energy, that kind of like sucks. That's kind of like basically non-scientific. You know what I'm saying? So that's like for
Yeah.
losers again. So they just cannot strategize a little bit. So that's like so weak. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like everything you said, what I'll do is I'll look at every little thing that's
Yes.
going on around me.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be terrible, just anything really.
Exactly.
And then what I do is that you can feel free to copy this for
Yeah.
maximum results, is I will nag about every little thing possible, even the most
Yeah.
minor things.
You need to go
Just
deep.
nag about
Yeah.
it. Yes, you need to dig really deep.
Yes.
You need to nag about it so much that you forgot how often you've been nagging,
Absolutely.
and then you should let it pile up. You
Yeah.
should let it pile up so much that
Yeah.
now you're in a really bad mood because you're nagging at things that are like outside that people should be taking care of. Like I'm sorry, but it's just not in my hands, not my responsibility.
Exactly.
Nothing I can do about it.
Oh yeah. That is very true. That's where kind of like some of the difficulties lie at, and then we need to like evade them as much as possible because that's where like that's what the science I think is about, and that's where we need to put ourselves to be scientifically kind of like driven. So yeah, and yeah, what else? What else do we need to kind of like complain about or voice our opinion about?
Ooh, that's a great one. Me personally, what I like to do is I save it specifically for when I interact with people. Could be
Okay,
anyone,
yeah,
a coworker, could be like your friend.
it's very important
Is at
for
any
communication
time,
skills. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
anyone.
that's it.
Um, when you're there conversing, and anytime they try to steer
Right,
the conversation in like a good positive direction,
good point.
complain.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
me explain why. Because if you complain all the time, you kind of put it out there that, hey, I have a lot going on in my life, and you need to hear me express my stress because
oh yeah,
you have to know about it.
big
And
time.
not just that, I'll complain about anything. That traffic on the way here, oh, you're gonna hear all about it. It took me an hour to
Yeah,
get here. It's gonna take me an hour to explain it, buddy.
that's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in general, kind of those things which are kind of not very pleasurable, I would say. So I just hate acknowledging them. All that like running water and then food availability. So that's just like so basic. What I need is just kind of like the best possible running water. So that's what I really
Mm-hmm.
like make me good, right? And then that's how I will become happy. I'm not interested in like vegetables and fruits and rice and some sort of like simple curry. So I need the best possible one from the restaurant and not from like any restaurant because any restaurant is again for losers, right? You need to get the best possible restaurant to really become better. So it's like dissolves like kind of situation, right? Again, from science. That's what science tells you. And you just need to
Exactly.
follow, right? So if you get the best possible restaurant meal, the best possible coffee beverage, then you will be the best. That's it. That's just kind of like science things. So I think we are on the right track. And all those like small things that kind of are fundamental, as people say, that's just kind of like
Uh,
very basic. Yeah, that's boring. So yeah,
yeah, I
we
mean,
like don't really have to like think about it. So somebody else will do it. Like losers will do that. So yeah, if they really want it.
exactly. I mean, like you said, it's the basic stuff. And do you want to be basic? Like
Yeah,
me, personally, if I see that I'm just basic right now, I get really mad. And not
yeah.
mad, I get angry, actually, because everything is just basic, and I'm not here to be basic.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, that anger of where I'm not where I want to be in life, what I do specifically is I express the outrage outwards, because
Yes.
everyone needs to know about it. Why is everything still basic?
Yeah,
I mean, like my phone is
exactly.
like the 13 iPhone, whatever. It's good. I'm not happy about it because it's not
Oh
new.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
previous number already. No. That's like
exactly.
yeah, dated, to say the least. Yeah. So we need better and bigger and most latest things. That's kind of like you become the most happy. So yeah, that's where it's at. And then yeah, so if you want to be happy, just get the best possible things, because material things kind of are made of the real tangible stuff, and that's not some kind of like ephemeral like fulfillment. Who needs that? So you just need what you
Hmm.
can touch. Like, oh, this shirt is like nice, the best possible tea, the best possible coffee, the best possible phone, material, and the best possible, the latest. That's what will make you happiest. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and not just that, like even when I bought the new phone, I realized there's like a couple things wrong with it. A lot of
Yes.
things weren't how I expected or wanted
Oh
them to
yeah,
be.
that sucks.
So now, like, I'm not even happy about it anymore. I hear the next one's gonna be great though, but the one right now doesn't
Yeah,
cut it.
that's right. It is just a struggle again to live with that. But we'll keep pursuing the most and best material things to make us tangibly happy. Keep doing that.
Exactly, and like what we said earlier on, it's like just find every little thing to nag about and complain and be bitter. And then, like, not just that, if you don't feel like doing any of those things,
Yeah,
just don't express gratitude.
yeah,
Like, be thankful for the roof over my head. Oh, please, this house is older than me. Why am I going to be grateful
huh,
for that?
yeah,
I want a new house,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah, bigger and better things.
Don't,
That's just one of the kind of like vectors that we must develop and get after.
exactly. And whenever you feel yourself shifting towards something that
Yes.
you're kind of thankful for, don't do that.
Yeah,
Shift right back. Stay
exactly.
ungrateful.
Oh yeah. Well, this being said, I think that yeah, this kind of like day completely sucks because I couldn't get the best possible tea from the golden cup. It is just one made from glass, but yeah, that's totally bad. So yeah, this is suboptimal to say the least. Yeah, that's just for losers. Uh, Ungrateful.
Exactly. You know what? I think I've expressed my ungratefulness for today. So I don't mind repeating anything I'm ungrateful for because same as complaining, you have to complain over and over again.
Yes.
And you have to complain about the same thing if you want it to have an extra oomph to it.
Practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
All right. So, yeah, I think that this is it. And we are going to cut it. So yeah, we can cut like at this point where you said exactly, and I do that, and then kind of like do the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, uh, like
Do the outro.
yeah, not the outro, but yeah, it's gonna be like what's it called? This situation, or we can just make a special clip for the outro, where we can make a
Mm-hmm.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
So to
How are we on time, by the
what
way?
was said. So we are now at exactly 15 minutes. So yeah,
That's good, right?
yeah, that's like very
Nice.
very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should end with a disclaimer, like
Yeah.
disclaimer.
So it's gonna be like a
This
separate.
episode is
Oh yeah,
parody.
I can make this like at the same video. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what do we say in the disclaimer? So yeah, we'll just say
Um,
what we're in fact hardworking and grateful individuals.
mhm. We, I think a good thing to say for the disclaimer is, thank you for tuning in. Um, if you reached to the end, you might be wondering what stupid episode is that? And then we're gonna say, but that's the whole point of it, because someone external tunes in and hears this, they're gonna say, wait a minute, that just sounds really dumb.
Yeah.
But sometimes, we're human and we do unconsciously do one of the 2 points, one of the points we mentioned without realizing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So hopefully, like, these points are here to help you notice that, yes, these are not really good habits. And just as dumb as I looked and sounded complaining about those little things, that's the same said about anyone who does these habits, like
Yeah.
these ungratefulness. And
Okay.
like it's just sort of like to show an extension in parody real time that, you know, once you're aware of this, maybe next time you're about to complain about traffic on the way to work, to your colleague, you stop yourself right there and like you don't bitter the mood or you don't sour the mood and like started the day with complaining, but instead you're now the guy that's like, hey, traffic was uh, tough, but it's great to be with my buddies right now. Like that mindset, you just shifted the whole tone. Because if you went in there and you're like, oh man, traffic sucked, it was so bad today. What happens is either your colleague will now reflect, so we'll reflect complaining and like we'll be like, oh man, tell me about it. I left at this time and like I got, stuck in the same rush
Yeah.
hour. And then like it's a reflection, you get back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Or sometimes they're like, hey, this guy is complaining, I don't want to be near him. He's an energy vampire, and then they go away.
Hmm.
So the two outcomes from that expression are both bad. They're both like stuff you don't want to get in social situations.
So yeah, I think it's going to be kind
Mhm.
of quite a bit of material. Can we condense this maybe to like a couple sentences? Yeah, I think it's going to be like more like the next episode because yeah, it was another 5 minutes.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe we'll just make. What about
Okay.
we like make like a short disclaimer that in fact we're just grateful individuals and we
Mhm.
like what we do.
Yeah, we wanted to. Okay, so again, the short
Yeah,
disclaimer would be like
yeah, and
just a
then
disclaimer. This is a parody.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just say, yeah, that's a parody, and then we'll say that we here we do the setup and we do the conflict,
Hmm.
but we don't do resolution yet, and then we'll resolve in the next episode. Keep hacking life. So something
Exactly.
like that. And then,
Yes,
yeah,
I
so let's
like
just
it.
like make it short. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just
Hmm.
like clap, and then after the clap, we'll do the disclaimer. Okay, so
Okay.
here comes the clap. Well, you may think, what's going on with this episode? Well, here is a disclaimer. We are in fact grateful and hardworking individuals, and in this episode we set up some things. We provide the conflict, just like in good old cinematography, but we don't have the resolution as yet. It will be done soon, so keep hacking life.
Stay tuned.
Exactly.
Yes. And final disclaimer, we just wanted you guys to see that sometimes the complaining attitude, the nagging attitude, does look kind of silly. And that's what we wanted to project this episode. So hopefully you guys could learn from us. Keep hacking life.
and see you later. This episode was actually sponsored by grateful attitude towards, in particular, small things in life that make this life really good.